and total FOMO. Well, if Carrie Bradshaw has that bag, well, obviously it must be fabulous and I need to have that bag. Hello there, welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for joining me. Today's video, I am going to talk to you about the hot items that are out at the minute, be it handbags, collabs, the items that people have been talking about that are all over social media, the pieces that people have been really lusting after that I'm not going to buy. And I'll go through the reasons. Part of it is because I am trying to have a modicum of sense in my life about how impulsive I am with my shopping and what I think will actually work. And others, others, I will take you through my reasoning. So the first collab and item that I am not going to be buying is anything from the Balenciaga hacker project. I'm just not. I do love the coat that Cassie Thorpe got from this, but I'm just not cool enough for that. I can't see me when I would be rocking that coat with my two children at the school gates. It's just, and for the cost, even if it was available and these were things that I could easily get, I'm not buying it. I suppose the big one from it is the Balenciaga hourglass bag with the printing on it, and I will put photographs in of these things. This bag, I have never looked at the hourglass bag before. Never. When this bag first came out in the hacker project, I still never looked at this bag. I then saw it being unboxed. I saw a few people getting it. I saw Candice doing her unboxing from Lux and Lipstick from this project, and I can see her in this project. That girl rocks everything. I can see her with that so well. I started to look at it more because social media did what social media does and influence does what influence does. And I started to think, oh, that bag's really quite cool and unusual. And I do think it's cool and unusual. But it's not a bag that I was independently myself wanting to buy. But I started to see it everywhere. And then I saw it on Carrie Bradshaw in the new Sex and the City and Just Like That. And total FOMO. Well, if Carrie Bradshaw has that bag, well, obviously it must be fabulous and I need to have that bag. And why did I not get that bag? And I think I should be getting that bag. And let's start looking for that bag. And then I had to scream at myself, what are you doing? I had absolutely no interest in that bag before I started to see it being unboxed, being on social media, and then specifically being on Carrie Bradshaw. And that made me have a real FOMO moment, and I just had to pull back and try and talk to whatever goes on in the crazy in there. And no, so I will not be buying anything from that project. Even if it was still available, I'm not. Another one that I am not buying from, and this might, I suppose, surprise a few of you, and this surprised me specifically because of the colour. I am not buying anything from the Fendi Skims project. Now, before we all laugh at me suggesting you might be surprised, I was never buying anything from the Fendi Skims clothing project because I'm not built for that. Now, I'm not saying that I'm fat or unhealthy or anything. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying that my figure and my body shape and my lifestyle, but my figure and my body shape is not built for the Fendi Skims project. It's just not. But I do absolutely love the magenta, pink, purple colour in it. It's totally my colour and I really did fall for that. If I could have, maybe in my younger days when I was more svelte, let's say, if I could have, the skirt, I really did like the skirt in the pink and I thought it could be really fabulous, but it's not for me now and I know that I wouldn't be comfortable wearing it now. But I did love the bag whenever it first came out, and I think I talked about this in the video where I talked about the 9 handbags that I was totally obsessing over. I think this is one of the bags that I talked about, and it was the Fendi baguette in that magenta pink Skims colour. I thought it was fabulous, and Candice again unboxed this in one of her recent videos, and the colour is out of this world. I was so tempted to get it. But when we saw it in Paris, it was actually there, and I tried it on. I didn't love the silver hardware with it. I didn't love the length it was crossbody, and I also didn't love the feel of the material. Now, I am obsessing over Fendi baguettes, and I very much am focusing on potential Fendi baguettes. I think they're a deal, your fault, but I think they are fabulous, and they've really came to my attention more recently, and Dale from Dale's Addiction started my Fendi addiction. If I could get my words out, started my Fendi addiction. But there was just something about that bag that I just didn't love. And I think it was partly the material, the feel of it, partly the hardware, partly where it sat crossbody. And that was a fight for me just because of the colour. And I have to stop. I have to stop buying bags just because they are that colour, because I adore that colour and it makes me so happy. And when I see, this is another thing of social media, when I see Candace's pictures with that coloured bag, or I see her unboxing video and I think she maybe put pictures in that, I'm automatically going, look, it's fabulous, look, I have to have it. No, you don't. FOMO, you do not have to have everything that is that colour. You do not have to have everything you see that you're attracted to. Oh, my friend Hannah from Hello Catwalk City recently posted, I think it was on her Instagram rather than her YouTube, she posted, you don't have to, it was something along the lines of, you don't have to own everything you love, you can admire it from afar. And I'm teaching myself that. But when I did see Candace's pictures of it, it looked so good. I did have a second thought about, no, not buying it. The next quite hot item, I'm having a great time with speech today. The next quite hot item that I won't be buying is the Versace Satin Medusa platform pumps. Now I'll put a picture in. And I know Cassie got these, I think, in her Christmas video, and I can absolutely see that. She will rock them. It will be fabulous, but they're not for me. I know they're really, really hot at the minute. They do give me 90 vibes. They do remind me of my teens, late teens into early 20s. Maybe, I don't even know it was as far as early 20s, but they do remind me of my late teens. And even if I was buying heels, because I try to buy less heels, and I know I've bought a few pair, but they've been a lot less than I used to buy, and with things that I could envisage when I would use them. But if I was buying heels, these would not be them. And it's not even just that with the children that I can't and don't wear heels as much. These are just not my style. I don't think I could pull them off. They're so retro, they're giving me so many flashbacks. These are just not for me. The next one I think might be a bit surprising, because this one also surprised me, and this is one that I thought that I would maybe jump on, and I am not buying the Prada Crystal Reedition bag. Why am I not buying that bag? Because I love that bag and I think that bag is fabulous. Granny from Styled by Granny has that bag, and I was one of her biggest cheerleaders whenever she bought that bag. I think it's fabulous. Shiny! I like shiny things. I'm attracted to shiny things. So why am I not buying that bag? I think it's because the shape of the bag. Even when that bag was first released in, I think it probably was the 90s when I was in my teens, that I didn't love the shape of that bag then. I don't think I would ever wear it under my shoulder. I know you could just carry it for the cost of it to just carry, and the limited times that I think I would use it, I just don't think I would get the use out of the bag. I think I am attracted to the crystals and the shiny, and it looks very me and I'm drawn to it. It looks quite fabulous, but I'm just not buying it. And that one I struggled with myself a bit, and I was having to have a word with myself about when would you use that bag. You didn't use that shape of bag when it was first out. I don't think I'm going to use it now, and I'm trying to hold firm on that one. The next hot item that I'm not going to be buying is, and I did think about this, but this was another absolute example of social media and influence, because this would not be my personal style, but that went out the window and the influence came in the other window, and it is the designer very, very chunky boots. And I'm thinking specifically probably the Bottega boots that there's a black pair with the green sole, or there's grey pairs, and I'll put a picture in. I know Janae from Hilo Lux has them, and she absolutely rocks them, but that is her style. And I think Karen Britchick has a pair as well, but that's her style also. And I just know that as much as I was like, ooh, influenced, and thought I could wear those, I really struggle in my head to think of any potential outfits I could put together that I could wear those. I do think they look very comfortable, which is appealing. I'm very short. I don't know if maybe my lack of height would also make me struggle to pull those off. If I was going to give in and try a pair of these, I would buy a dupe, and there is a pair from, and I will link them down below for anybody else that's thinking about these boots but doesn't want to pay that price range. There is a pair in Dune that are very similar to both the grey version and to the black and green version that look so similar and are fab. And if I was going to try and venture into that trend and try and put outfits together with that, I don't even know if I will go the dupe version, because I really struggle to see what I could wear that with, or when I would wear it, or how I would even begin to style it, because I do not hold myself out to be as stylish as those people I've just mentioned, or as fashion forward. I don't know when I could wear it, and I just don't know if it's my style. But if I was going to go down that route, I would try this dupe version to see if it worked. I would not be paying the designer prices. Sticking with shoes, and this was the last video of this I did, and I am still not buying the Chanel Dad Sandals. They're just not for me. I do appreciate some other people's photographs and how they style them and how they wear them. I personally do not think I would look stylish in them. I do not think I would look put together. I think I would look ridiculous. I did see a girl at the airport coming back from Mallorca who had on a pair of white cut-off jeans, and she had, oh hi Louie, and she had a pair of them on and she looked fab, and it really, please don't tip my tripod, it looked fab on her, and that maybe did make me think, well, I could maybe try them. But unless I would have put a pair of these on with something that just made me look and think that it looked completely different than what it would in my head, I really can't see me adding these. Now next, I think this category might come, hello, as more of a surprise to some people, and it is some of the new Louis Vuitton bags, because we all know I am an absolute Louis Vuitton lover. I think Louis Vuitton is having, I was going to say they're having a moment, they're always having a moment, but some of the releases they've brought out recently, some of the leather bags, some of the prints, I've thought have been fabulous. Take my money. I've been fighting with myself not to go crazy with some of the things that I could buy from Louis Vuitton at the minute. But one of the ones that I'm not going to be buying, and again, surprising, but it's the Louis Vuitton Bright Alma bag. Cat L, I think it was Cat L just bought, was it the green or the yellow? I've just watched her. I've just seen it. I've just seen it on her Instagram. It was either the green or the yellow, and the colour is fabulous. The colours of these bags are right up my street. They are so bright. They're epi leather. Epi leather is almost indestructible. It's so easy to wear. It can go through a storm. The bright colours, I love the straps with them. I think they are fabulous. I think the colours are out of this world. I love the orange, love the yellow. Have a real hankering for a yellow bag at the minute. Bright yellow bag. Love the colours. But the Alma style, no matter how many times I have tried this bag, the Alma style, it's just not for me. Hello? You holding my hand? I just can't make it work. I can't make the Alma style with me. Even when I try it on, it just doesn't work. And for these also, the strap, I believe in them, is, I don't know if it's adjustable, but the strap, the last time I tried one of the Bright Almas on the previous collection, was too short for me crossbody, and I didn't like how the Alma shape sat crossbody. So as much as I love the bright colours and I'm very, very drawn to them, I don't think I'm going to be buying any of these. Another Louis Vuitton that I don't think I'm going to be buying, or I'm not going to be buying, stop the think, commit here, commit. But the next Louis Vuitton I'm not going to be buying is the new release of the mini Pochette. Now, I foolishly said before I was going to buy any more Louis Vuitton mini Pochettes. Wasn't going to buy any more mini Pochettes, and then I had to eat my words because the Christmas collection came out that had London in it, and I just, if there is a collection like that when there's a print on it, especially the Vivienne print, and it's one that I absolutely love, I'm going to buy it. And I'm even as a collection piece, because I love the prints, and trying to buy them later, they're so increased in the value of them. The market price of them goes up so much if you're buying them in the resale market. But there is the new Vernay one out at the minute, and I think, was it Juris Couture showed this in one of her vlogs, but I'm not buying it. It's not singing to me enough that I need to have it. It's not a print that I have to have, so I'm also going to leave it. Another one that I'm leaving is the Lip Bag. I know Dale talked about this, but Dale really likes bags that are interesting shapes, and I'm doing the shape. But I did see a Lip Bag whenever we were in Paris from the cruise collection. I don't know what it was. It didn't scream to me enough. You need to buy this bag, or you need to have this bag. I do like the denim version in it, but again, I just don't think it's enough that I need to spend that sort of money on bags. And I think I've got to the point when I have to realise I have so many bags that it has to be something that is really calling to me, really fabulous, or it's a Gap that I know that I'm going to use and love to be spending the money on. So that's not coming. And another one from Louis Vuitton, which may also be a bit surprising, is the Denim collection. Now, I obviously watched Dale's unboxing and her video with her denim Speedy, and I think it's fabulous. I really like the denim. Dale said in her video that she likes the slouchy look of it. When I previously had a Speedy 25, I didn't like the slouchy look. I didn't like it looking like it was pushed in. So it didn't work for me. And the one that I had was a beautiful deep pink coloured on front leather, and that didn't work for me. If that didn't work for me, I don't think the denim's going to work, because probably, if I'm honest with myself, the colour of the magenta type epi leather, not epi, was it epi? No, it was on front leather, would be more me and speak to me more than what the denim would, and that one didn't work, and I ended up letting that go for stupid, that's seller's regret on that. That was for a stupid price. But I don't think then the denim's going to work. The small as well, very mini pochette in the pink denim is very cute, but I'm not buying it because it's too expensive for what it is. I'm just not buying it. Then there is the Nano Speedy in the pink denim. Ooh, I like that. I like the pink denim because it's pink. Haha, shock. But I had the Nano Speedy before. I got caught up in the hype of the Nano Speedy, and that's why I bought it. I bought it through a reseller. I paid too much. It's now gone to a lovely new home. But I did get caught up in the hype of the Nano Speedy, and I just never used it. I think I used that bag once, maybe twice the whole time I had it. And I'm really conscious that the pink denim one is again me getting caught up in the hype, and I'm trying to not do that. Because if you're watching social media and Instagram, it's so easy to get carried away in the hype. And when I first saw it and it was new and it was pink denim, FOMO, must have it, really, really want it. But again, I think I'm getting caught up on the hype, and I just didn't really reach for the Nano Speedy, and I don't think it being pink denim is going to make me reach for it whenever I have the pink leather Chanel bag, which I adore the colour of. I have the raspberry Chanel bag, I have the mini I just don't think I'm going to use it. So I am also not buying the Nano Speedy in the pink denim. Another hot item that I'm not buying this year is heart-shaped bags. They're just not for me. And I'm really glad about that, because Chanel are bringing them out now, and I know Louis Vuitton did them, and I think there's some other brands are starting to bring them out. I'm just not a heart-shaped bag person, and because of my tendency to impulse buy and spend lots of money on handbags, I forgot to put my rings on. I'm really quite glad that I'm not a heart-shaped person, because I don't want to be trying to chase down the new Chanel heart-shaped bag that was shown on the runway that is going to be so popular and so hot and people are going to be after, and I don't want to be trying to chase it and spend that money, and I'm glad I'm not interested in a heart-shaped bag. Near the end. The next collection that I am not going to be buying from is the Barbie Balmain collection. Again, don't get me wrong, deep pink magenta colours, I love them. This collection's just not for me. It's too pink. I was going to say too pink. I love pink. It's just not for me. I watched, was it Erica Girly's World? Somebody's video on it. I just can't see any of it being what I would be spending my money on, or that I would be thinking would work in my wardrobe. It's just not for me, and that's one I'm not going to be buying. And the last bag that I am not going to be buying, that has just recently been released, or certainly I've only just recently seen it on social media and Instagram, and it is two Dior bags. It is the Dior East West Lady Dior. I'm not buying that bag. I don't know if I'm ever buying a Lady Dior. I do quite like the mini Lady Dior. I like the look of it. I don't know if a Lady Dior is for me. The way that it's generally worn, I just don't know if it's for me. It's obviously a very iconic bag. It's a beautiful bag. It's a very expensive bag. It would have to be a bag that I absolutely loved, and I just don't know that it is. I personally don't like the East-West version, the longer version they've just brought out, so I won't be buying that. And I also won't be buying, and I don't know the exact name of this, it's the Dior Lip Bag. I suppose it's their version of a lip bag, and it has Dior along the side, and I will make sure I have pictures of things in of this, but I won't be buying that either, because I just don't love it. And these two releases of the new Dior, the East West and this lip, are probably questionable for me. I think normally Dior bags I like more, but these I just haven't loved, and I won't be buying those either. So that is a roundup of the hot new type release pieces, collabs, the pieces people are talking about that are on Instagram at the minute that are out that I will not be buying. I for once can say that I will be keeping my money in the bank and not buying these. No doubt I will find lots of other things that take my attention throughout the year, and I will be buying and I will be wanting to buy, but at the minute of all of these hot new pieces, I will not be buying the ones in this video. Thank you so much for watching me. How about you tell me in the comment box what it is that you won't be buying, what's hot, what's out there that you have no interest in, or it's just not speaking to you. I would love to hear your thoughts on that. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you for watching. If you've enjoyed this, please do give it a thumbs up. Please do consider subscribing. Please take